Hey guys, happy Monday and welcome back to another episode of Power Tools. Chance Brown here to share some tips and tricks to get your week kicked off right. So today on Power Tools, we are going to talk about hyperbolic discounting. You know what that is, right? Hyperbolic, I mean, everybody knows what hyperbolic. Actually, I didn't know either. One of the funny things about recording yourself and being on camera is that when you watch it later, you kind of start to judge yourself. And it was clear in the first episodes of this that maybe I had put on a pound or two that I didn't want. And so I started really kind of thinking through weight loss and looking at different options. And in the course of that, and what I've been trying to do as far as my overall fitness level, I stumbled upon this idea of hyperbolic discounting. And hyperbolic discounting is really it's a mainstay of behavioral economics and consumer economics and how people make decisions. And really, more often than not, make bad decisions. And so we're going to talk about what hyperbolic discounting is. We're going to talk about what that looks like in your business. And we're going to talk about ways to fix that for the future. So really quickly, hyperbolic discounting, it's taking a small reward right now, but sacrificing the big reward down the line. So a real world example is you've got a lot of work to do, but you're just not feeling it. And the next season of whatever show just came out on Netflix. And instead you just kind of set that stuff off to the side and you watch whatever your show is. And then the next day or whenever it is that you've got to do all that work, it's just built up, it's delayed, it's not as good a quality because you're probably rushed, that kind of thing. And so that's what it looks like in our lives. That's what it looks like in our business. It's a real simple explanation is if I'm paid $5 at Starbucks, okay, $5 for a cup of coffee is whatever. If I do that once, it's great. If I do that every single day, what if I took 5 times 30, $150 and put that into retirement? Would it be worth way more in 20, 30 years? Obviously it would be. But that's just how we make bad decisions in our lives. And it's not anything that's particular to you or me. It's pretty much everybody who doesn't focus on these kinds of things all the time. So let's talk about how that works out in our business and what we can do to avoid it. So what this really looks like is putting off the revenue generating activity, the not very sexy stuff, in lieu of the sexy stuff. It's way easier for me to go to a networking event, aka happy hour, just sitting around talking with friends, than it really is for me to make prospecting phone calls. So I'm going to put that off to go do this, and I'm going to justify it by saying it's good for my business, but really prospecting phone calls would have been a lot better for my business. And so it may not look like a lot at the time that I'm doing it, but in the future, when I'm wishing I had made those calls because I'm not getting the success, I'm not getting the number of transactions or whatever that looks like as everyone else, I'm going to kick myself. So we want to avoid that. So here are a couple of tips for you, and your challenge for this week to put into your business is really simple. Create a vision board. Or if that's not your thing and you don't want to go searching the internet for pictures to stick up, write down your goals. Write down your long-term, mid-term, and short-term goals and have them posted up somewhere where you can constantly see them. And when the choice has to be made of something that's going to give you instant gratification versus something that's going to give you long-time reward, look at those goals, look at that vision board and ask yourself, am I sacrificing that in order to do something fun or do something that I really want to do right this second? So hopefully that helps you out. I hope that you found some value in this and look forward to seeing you next week. Have an awesome, awesome week. See ya.